Welcome to Top Amazing Fact. We all love a trip to the movies, but do you know what really goes on behind the velvet curtain? While you're watching the new blockbuster, you're missing so much else. When the lights go down, they hide a myriad of dark secrets that the people in charge of movie theaters do not want you to know. Luckily, we're here to expose them. Here's our top 10. You may be sick. Number 10. You might want to think twice before catching a 3D movie. Sure, we all go to the theater to unwind and escape the daily grind, but what we don't expect is to leave feeling sick. That's exactly what can happen when you watch a film in 3D. Here's how it works. When you're immersed in a 3D film, your eyes tell your brain that you're moving, as you're seeing all this fast-paced action unfold around you. But the problem is, your inner ear, the part of your body that helps you maintain balance by detecting actual movement, knows you're sitting still. These mixed signals between your eyes and your inner ear can confuse your brain and leave you feeling dizzy or even nauseous. It's not exactly the cinematic experience you signed up for. Personally, I get queasy just thinking about paying extra for those goofy 3D glasses. And if that's not enough to make you reconsider, horror films have been known to push viewers to the limit. At the 2016 Toronto International Film Festival, a cannibal-themed horror flick called Raw literally knocked some people out. Viewers passed out in the aisles. One poor guy even hit his head on the way down and needed medical attention. Oh, and here's a tip: don't show up to the theater after drinking. One Oregon man learned this the hard way after a few too many beers and a showing of Rogue One. He fell asleep during the movie, and when he woke up, the theater was closed, and he was locked inside. He had to call 911 to get out of there. Guess the force wasn't with him that night. Number 9. Audio-visual lies. You probably never thought about bringing earplugs to the movies, but maybe it's time to start. While the industry standard for movie volume is around 85 decibels, some theaters crank it up to 130 decibels. That's as loud as a jet taking off. Experts recommend not going above 90 decibels, but since there are no laws limiting how loud theaters can go, this ear-splitting practice isn't going away anytime soon. Now, let's talk about what you're actually seeing on the screen. If your local theater is boasting Extreme Digital as part of their marketing, don't get too excited. It's just a fancier name for a regular digital projection system. Theaters use this setup because it's cheaper and easier to maintain than higher-end systems like IMAX. But here's the kicker: not all IMAX screens are created equal either. The standard IMAX screen is supposed to be 72 feet wide by 52 feet tall, giving you the true immersive experience. However, not all theaters can fit a screen that size, and they still slap the IMAX name on it. Take the AMC Empire in Times Square, New York, for example. Their IMAX screen is only 58 feet by 28 feet, barely more than half the size of a true IMAX screen. So, before you shell out extra cash, do your research. You could be paying for IMAX instead of the real deal. Buying combos. Number 8. Don't be fooled by snack combos, they're not really saving you money. Sure, one of the best parts of going to the movies is indulging in snacks, but if you're grabbing one of those combo deals at the concession stand, you might want to think twice. Take the number 4 combo at this theater, for instance. You'd only save 12 cents compared to buying the hot dog, nachos, and large drink separately. That's right, just 12 cents. These combos are designed to make you feel like you're getting a deal, but in reality, they're just pushing you to buy more food than you actually want or need. In the end, you're spending more money to get, what? A cardboard snack holder? Next time you're tempted to grab a combo, do a little mental math first. You might realize it's not much of a deal after all. Movie theater staff. Number 7. Movie theater staff know how to have fun, even after selling you those goofy 3D glasses or cleaning up your spilled popcorn. One of the perks of working at a theater is that employees often get to see movies for free. In fact, it's encouraged so they can answer customer questions more easily after watching the film themselves. But things used to be even more fun. A few years ago, when the theaters closed for the night, some lucky staff members would hook up their PlayStations or Xboxes to the big screen and enjoy supersized gaming sessions. Imagine playing Call of Duty with cinema-quality surround sound, just as epic as it sounds. Sadly, as theater technology has evolved, this is no longer possible. Talk about a buzzkill. If you've got a friend who works at a movie theater, they might be able to hook you up with a free ticket now and then. Most theaters let employees hand out tickets to friends from time to time. Just remember, don't ask too many questions. Number 6. Your theater isn't clean. Movie theaters are all about packing in as many people as possible to make a profit. So there's not a lot of time between shows to properly clean the auditorium. Sometimes, the cleaning staff only have a few minutes before the next crowd piles in, and with several shows starting and ending at the same time, it's a mad dash. All they can really manage is a quick sweep, no vacuuming, no deep carpet cleaning until the end of the day. That's why the floors often have that sticky feeling we've all come to know. Want to make life easier for the hard-working theater staff? You could start by taking your trash with you when you leave. If that's too much to ask, at least put your trash on top of your seat instead of leaving it on the floor. It makes it much easier for the cleaners to spot it. And if you're one of those folks who likes bringing a baby to the movies, please do everyone a favor and change their diaper in the bathroom, not in the aisle. Theater cleaners don't appreciate finding dirty diapers under the seats after a family movie. Let's keep things clean for everyone. Number 5. Get ready for previews that might just shock you. One of the most frustrating parts of going to the movies is showing up at the time listed on your ticket, only to realize the movie itself won't start for another 30 minutes. That's no accident, it's all designed to get you to buy snacks and watch ads. But we'll get into that later. Theaters also use that time to show you previews for upcoming films, hoping to reel you back in for another visit. These previews are usually chosen to match the movie you're about to see. For example, if you're at a Disney movie, you'd expect previews for family-friendly films. But sometimes, things go very wrong. In 2016, a California theater full of people excited to watch Finding Dory got an unexpected shock when the previews for the R-rated comedy Sausage Party started rolling. The rude jokes and swearing weren't exactly what the family audience had signed up for. Think that's bad? In 2013, families in Florida waiting to see Frozen were accidentally shown a preview for the sexually explicit thriller Nymphomaniac. The theater manager's face probably froze in horror, right along with the audience. So the next time you settle in for some previews, keep your fingers crossed that you won't get more than you bargained for. Popcorn is expensive. Number 4. We all know movie snacks are expensive, but did you know that, pound for pound, movie popcorn costs more than a fine fillet steak? To put it in perspective, at a Cineworld in the UK, a kilo of popcorn costs around £65, while a kilo of dry-aged wing rib of prime Aberdeen Angus beef goes for £57. Ouch! Yet, we can't resist buying it because it smells so good, right? That irresistible aroma comes from artificial scents like coconut oil and canola oil, specifically designed to lure you in. And even though it tastes fresh, your popcorn might not be as fresh as you think. Popcorn stays good for about 2 days, but some theaters will stretch a batch out for nearly a week. Why are we paying so much for popcorn? Well, it turns out that selling snacks is one of the only ways theaters can stay afloat. For the first few months that a movie is shown, all the ticket revenue goes straight to the movie studio. The theater only starts to make a profit after the movie has been playing for more than 3 months. So, as overpriced as it is, buying that popcorn might be keeping your local theater in business. Number 3. You're going to see a lot of ads at the movies. As we mentioned earlier, showing ads is another way theaters make money, and it's probably why that pre-movie time is stretched out so much over the years. These days, it can take around 30 minutes from the time the projector starts until the actual movie begins, and audiences are getting frustrated. But here's the thing, the money theaters make from those ads is growing by about 10% each year. A 30-second ad costs around £1,345 per screen per month, so it's no wonder theaters try to pack in as many ads as possible. And with numbers like that, don't expect the ads to stop anytime soon. If you're not a fan of sitting through ads, there's a trick to avoid them. The movie start time on your ticket might be off, but the end time is always accurate. So, if you can find the end time and know how long the movie is, you can do a little math and figure out what time to show up, just in time for the movie to start. Good luck! Get the best seat number 2. Not all theater seats are created equal, and if you want the best experience, there's a sweet spot you should aim for. When theaters are designed and maintained, the audio technicians typically sit about 2/3 of the way back, dead center, when calibrating the sound. If you can snag that seat, you're in for the ultimate movie watching experience. Prefer things a little quieter? Sitting closer to the walls will give you a softer audio experience. Now, once you've claimed the best seat in the house and set your overpriced soda in the cup holder, take a moment to consider what moviegoers did before 1981, the year the cup holder was invented. Did they wedge their sodas between their legs, risking a serious thigh freeze? Or set their drinks on the floor, praying they wouldn't knock them over? It's a mystery we may never fully solve. Before we wrap this up, if you're enjoying this video, make sure to subscribe. We post incredible fact-filled videos every day. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to stay in the loop. Now, let's get back to it. Subliminal selling number 1. Get ready for some sneaky tactics. Movie theaters will do just about anything to get you to buy snacks. Just like shopping malls and supermarkets, theaters are designed to squeeze every dollar they can out of you. For starters, you can't even get to your seat without passing the concession stand. And if you've got kids in tow, those strategically placed images of their favorite movie characters on popcorn buckets are bound to catch their attention. Then there's the pre-movie ads. During the extra-long advertising block, you'll see bumpers telling you there's just enough time to run to the lobby for a treat. But perhaps the sneakiest trick of all is hidden in the air itself. Some theaters have special vents leading into the auditorium, hooked up to the exhaust of the popcorn machines. They pump out a heavenly popcorn scent enhanced with chemicals that makes your mouth water. Who can resist grabbing a bucket of popcorn after that? Have you noticed any of these tricks at the theater? Got any hacks to get around them? Or maybe you've had the chance to play Xbox on a movie theater screen? Either way, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.